Hi everybody. My name is Jerry Wise. Today I want to talk about how going no contact is not enough. When we're talking about narcissistic parents, when we're talking about narcissistic families, going no contact is not all there is to resolving the problems. Much like if you'll think about divorcing. I've worked with couples for many decades and helped thousands of people, help them get their family of origin out of them so they can find a true self. And in working with couples, and particularly marriages and divorces, I realized that, just getting a divorce is not enough because there's the legal divorce, there's the emotional divorce, there's the physical divorce. There's all kinds of layers of divorce, and we want to work on all those. And so same way with going no contact. And going full no contact is certainly advisable in dealing with abusive, narcissistic parents or families because it is the beginning of getting into contact with ourselves. If you go no contact with them, you start having contact with you. And that's why no contact can be very important. So I want to encourage you that if you've gone no contact, that's a big, big step. Or if you're thinking about going no contact or you're unsure about it, then talk to someone so they can guide you in that. Because what we want to do is certainly stop the emotional electrocution we get and the emotional charges and charge that we get from families and parents over and over and over again. We want to stop that. So our nerves, our mind, everything can kind of settle down. And then once we start to settle down, and when we've gone no contact, we then can start getting in touch with ourselves, which is what we want to do. And the family noise, particularly the narcissistic noise, never gives us that chance. So, in what ways does the family stay in us even after we've gone no contact? What do you mean by that, Jerry? Well, low self-esteem. Even if I don't even see a narcissistic family member ever again, I may still have the residue of low self-esteem, high reactivity, continued chronic anxiety, the programming that I got from the family, the malignant normalcy that I learned, the lack of healthy boundaries, the lack of a true self, absorbing others' toxicity. So physical distance may be needed, but it may still lack the emotional detachment so that I can be me. And I teach and talk a lot about self-differentiation, which is me differentiating from the family so that I can be me and not them me. I don't want to be them me. I want to be me. So, what are some things we can do? One thing we want to do is begin to learn about emotional detachment. In other words, asking ourselves, well, so what if I don't care about that? Okay, well, they're going to be so upset if I don't come to that family dinner, and they're going to be so upset if I don't show up or don't do this or don't do that, and they'll be really upset. So what if I do not come or do not show up? What's going to happen? And I generally use something funny to try to help myself out. It won't make my pants fall down. They may be unhappy. They may gossip about me. They may smear me. If they want to do that and somebody is crazy enough to believe that, then you're welcome to it. I want to find my life. So we want to begin to ask, well, what if I didn't care about that? Second of all, we want to lower our reactivity. Remember, when you stay calmer, you win more. I'm not saying that reactivity doesn't sometimes feel good. And when someone has done this for years and years and years, and then you just feel overwhelmed, then we get reactive. It may feel good for a moment, but I'm not sure it really helps or does anything that's going to be useful. It usually tends to keep things in place. And we want to increase our level of calmness. Calmness is everything. I said in one video, I think it's narcissistic families and how calmness is everything. And I would really recommend you take a look at that video. those are a few tips about how we can go beyond just no contact. Because no contact is the beginning of the healing. Continuing the healing is what's so important. Join my online program, Road to Self, and it will help you with that continued healing, even beyond no contact. And I would recommend you take a look at that. I hope you'll subscribe today, comment, like this video. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day, and be wise.